Hey guys, this is section 6.5 or lesson 6.5 of unit 6. It is triangle mid-segments. So for this lesson, the goal of it is for you to be able to, excuse me one second, I'm having some technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Is for you to be able to define a triangle mid-segment and to, on your own, discover its properties in the coordinate plane and then use those properties to solve problems, okay? So let's talk about exactly what a triangle mid-segment is, and let's look at the diagram. So for mid-segment questions, super important, you have to understand a mid-segment of a triangle is this segment, it kind of like splits the triangle so that it's instead of one triangle, you end up having two. And sometimes you'll have like three mid-segments in one, so you'll end up with multiple triangles. But the most important thing is that it is a segment connecting the midpoints of two sides of a triangle. So side one, so side AC, okay, this is side one. And when we refer to the third side, it's always going to be the side that's on the bottom. Okay, so this is side one, which is AC. D is the midpoint of AC. Okay, and notice that D is also one of the endpoints on the third side of this little triangle here. Okay, so it's a segment connecting the midpoint of two sides of a triangle. So we have triangle ADE, the endpoints of the third side of triangle ADE are the midpoints of the large triangle ACB. Okay, so D is the midpoint of side AC, E is the midpoint of side AB, and then the third side, right, doesn't have any other points on it. All right, we'll talk about, there's a lot of different ways that mid-segments are drawn. So you may have a situation, and we'll see that in the try it out, where you do have a midpoint here that connects and makes a third triangle. We'll talk about that shortly. So if D and E are the midpoints of AC and AB, respectively, then that means, by definition, this segment DE is a mid-segment, okay? So anytime you're told, or anytime you see that, okay, D is the midpoint of, one side of a triangle, and E is the midpoint of another side of a triangle, and they're connected, it means that it is a mid-segment. And if you notice, the tick marks also indicate here that we're dealing with a midpoint and essentially a mid-segment because, like I said, these 2 points are connected, they make a segment, and that segment splits this triangle up. Let's talk about the investigation. The investigation you are going to do on your own. So you are expected to, while you're in study hall today, while everybody else is on the trip, you are going to be doing this investigation. Of course, you took these notes, you drew this diagram, and you're expected to do the investigation. Now, I will put a link to a video explaining mid-segments in more detail if you're confused, but you are responsible for doing this investigation on your own, okay? So we're not going to go through this together. So you're going to stop the video here and then go to video part 2. Which I won't be covering this in video part 2 because you should really have been able to do this on your own. It's just plotting some points and investigating the properties of the whatever you graphed, okay? So video 2 or part 2 will be posted. Please watch it after doing the investigation.